These days, there's a lot going on with Steam. This is all having to do, of course, with the whole MasterCard Visa thing, the whole thing with payment processors basically controlling the content that Steam provides. This has gotten a ton of attention recently. I have no doubt that you have definitely heard of it, and I'm very happy about that, because it is something that deserves to get a lot of attention. But it turns out that is not the only thing that is going on at Steam. Specifically, it's not the only thing they have as a problem. You see, while this whole thing with payment processors happened about a month ago and it's still happening, it looks like we have a new problem, or kind of an old problem, but it's even spiking in popularity. There's like a whole new wave of it, and I really don't know why. And that is the abuse by trolls of the DMCA system. You know, the whole takedown system. If you're claiming that something is against copyright, that is happening specifically with mods on Steam. Now, it looks like this all kind of started with this Steam post that happened about a day ago, and this has gotten quite a bit of attention. 3.5k upvotes right now. It says Valve needs to take action. The current workshop DMCA system has serious problems and is now at risk. And it basically goes into detail on how these trolls can exploit this system when they want to mess with these mods, or at least the creators of it. So already this kind of took off in attention. So Game Pressure, the website, they actually covered this. With this article right here today, Valve has to do something about it. Yeah, they are apparently not really proofreading all of their articles, I guess, but essentially they go into detail on this whole post, and they kind of summarize things. So in that first bullet point there, they say the problem stems from trolls who exploit the DMCA procedures to file bogus copyright claims against mods, and that bottom bullet point there, it says, in each case, Valve issues a warning to the mod's creator and requests proof that their work does not infringe on anyone's rights. So unfortunately, it kind of sounds like it is a sort of guilty until proven innocent system. I'm not necessarily saying there is a better way of doing it. I feel like this is one of those things where there is no perfect way of doing it, but that's what's very unfortunate for these developers. And actually, in another Reddit thread, I saw this comment, which I will link, but this was kind of commenting on this whole situation, and it says, this actually happened a year or two ago with a certain mod community for Hearts of Iron 4, where someone felt aggrieved and just did DMCAs anytime something relating to a mod got posted. Now, they say what made it worse is that people would innocently do the counterclaim form with their real names and addresses, all while not realizing that this is given to the original claimant, you know, the troll in this case, and at which point the guy or the troll was using the details, the personal details by that person or that developer, for harassment campaigns like attempts at swatting. While again, I don't know what the perfect way of doing this is, I'm sure I don't need to tell you that that's kind of a scary thing as a developer, with your personal info just being out there, especially of all people going to the troll. Now, one final thing I do want to put out there is that the original Reddit thread that was made about a day ago that started this whole thing, they did post this update. So it says that we have achieved a preliminary victory. So it says, after some testing with some Steam users, Valve will now delete non-compliant DMCA reports and suspend the reporters' Steam community access. However, many developers have chosen to actively hide their mods for self-protection, and the aftermath of this incident continues. So that is definitely quite a big victory. Now they are making it so that people who are doing these bogus DMCA strikes or reports, if it is determined that they were just basically trolling, they can get their whole account banned, or at least banned from the Steam community access page. I have no idea why it took until now to make that a thing. So that is one very good thing that came out of this. Unfortunately, though, this is kind of still a developing situation. On top of the whole credit card payment processor thing, it continues to be chaos at Steam. Unfortunately, we can just add this to the list of all things that are kind of crazy right now.